This is the After Party, live with Kim McAllister. Pick a couch, grab a drink, and settle into the conversation.
The After Party Live. Welcome to Trivia Thursday. Woohoo! Happy to be here. Happy that you're here with me and that we can hang out together for the next, 45 minutes to an hour, whatever it may be, and listen to some interesting stories, consider the fate of the world, and maybe take a stab at some trivia questions. It all happens here on the After Party Live. Huge thank you to Wes, who popped through today with a $5 contribution to the show via PayPal. Please find the PayPal information in the show description and in the About tab. I saw that only 4 people had clicked like so far, and I'm always remiss in asking for your help in doing that. If you could click the like button, I would appreciate that very much. Louise throwing down $5. Kim, can you serve me up a virtual kamikaze? It's been a rough week, and this is an after party after all. Oh, I wish I could serve you. I'll give you a virtual one. Here you go. I'm passing it through the screen. That kamikaze, I like it more than I ought to. I didn't used to be a big drinker, but then Thursdays rolled around with cocktails, mocktails, and politics on the Nikki Maduro show, and it seems like Thursdays I'm now drinking the hard liquor. Yeah, the kamikaze, so good. I really enjoy it. It's kind of lemon limey. It's got a kind of pop of citrus going on. It's good. It's really, really good. Dangerously so. So yeah, Louise, I'll get you a kamikaze. What we need to do is meet at the bar and get a kamikaze going that way. That's what we need to do. Yeah. All right, let's move in to some of these stories because I have one that I wanted to share with you, and the picture makes it look like something out of a sci-fi movie. Check that out. It's a zapper. I call it the Navy zapper. That is not what they call it at all. It is a new weapon. It's called a Helios directed energy weapon. And it's meant to help these naval destroyers, Navy ships, intercept things like drones, possibly cruise missiles as well in combat areas. It is a high energy laser with integrated optical dazzler and surveillance. It's called Helios. And the Navy has successfully test fired this system. They have more tests planned this year. It is a type of energy weapon. The Navy says it's a viable weapon for intercepting aerial targets that might endanger U.S. Navy ships and other things as well. The Navy personnel aboard this destroyer called the USS Preble confirms this Helios system worked during demonstrations intended to verify and validate the functionality, performance, and capability of the Helios system against unmanned aerial vehicle targets. It's like a giant laser beam, zaps whatever it is right out of the sky. The U.S. military's Center for Countermeasures supported the test. They collected images that support and validate the Helios as a viable countermeasure against low-cost drones and other weapons. It uses a 60 kilowatt laser that can blind the intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance sensors mounted on drones. Just a little zip zap and done. The laser weapon fires concentrated energy that travels at the speed of light with potentially limitless firepower at a cost much lower than when firing a conventional weapon like a missile at a relatively low-cost drone. The Navy says Helios can also provide the Navy with a long-range intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance capability to identify potential combat targets and assess battle damage. Part of the Navy's budget at this point for 2025 includes funding for testing the Helios system against a cruise missile. So we'll see how that works out. Lockheed Martin developed Helios They say it might be added to Japan-based U.S. Navy destroyers to counter Chinese military drones deployed in the East China Sea. And this destroyer, the USS Preble, was recently just deployed to Japan. I I think it's cool. I don't know. I mean, there might be implications or complications or whatever beyond the zapping of drones and missiles. I mean, how far does the laser go, and what if it hits something else, and will it vaporize you on sight? I have questions. I don't know. It's a powerful laser weapon system capability. Lockheed Martin calls it the first tactical laser weapon system integrated into existing ships, giving the Navy fleet activities with directed energy warfighting capabilities. It supports a layered defense architecture with its low cost per kill, speed of light delivery, and precision response capability. All right. We have Navy zappers. That's what I'm calling it. They call it Helios. I call it the zapper. That's what it is to me. Looks like a giant ship zapper. Uh-huh. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. What do you think? Is this how the Rothschilds are setting fires in California, Marge? I don't know. I don't know. Oh no, it looks like teacher Lori's not feeling very well. I hope you feel better. I'm not sure if you're still here, but thank you for logging in and being here. And I'm hope that you rest and get well soon. I'm sorry you're not well. Yikes. All right, let's go to the next story here. And this is one about the SS United States. This this the whole story really made me think of kind of a metaphor for this USS or the SS United States on its last voyage being sunk. And I know we don't talk politics. However, it just seems so apropos. The SS United States on its way to the bottom of the drink. It was a luxury liner at one time, the SS United States. It was built in 1951 and it sailed from 1952 until it was retired in 69. It could carry almost 2,000 passengers when it was underway. And it, it's just kind of been rotting, sitting and rotting, the SS United States. It is going to be towed from its berth on the Delaware River in South Philadelphia to Mobile, Alabama, where then they're going to get it ready, take all the dangerous fuels, metals, asbestos, everything like that. Take all the chemicals out. Because eventually the plan is to sink it 20 miles off of Destin Fort Walton Beach in Florida. And the plan is that it will become, the SS United States, the world's largest artificial reef. So it will go on helping the environment, is what they will do. Divers will be able to assist the vessel and explore its surrounding ecosystem that will support a variety of marine life. And it'll be kind of cool. The story of the world's largest artificial reef will be told to thousands of divers from around the world as they explore this unique design and the features. And the US or the SS, I want to say USS, but it's the SS United States, will benefit the ecosystem and become home to countless marine species that, according to folks familiar with the plan, are going to be thriving because of the presence of the structure of this old ship. The size and the depth at which she will be sunk will support a wide variety of marine life, from iconic reef fish to pelagic species of fish like wahoo. It will provide bountiful fishing and diving opportunities for local visiting and charter industries. So today, this began. The SS United States started moving this morning and then gets towed on Saturday from Philadelphia. If the visibility is poor, they're going to keep her docked until the next low tide when they can see a little better. And then some tugboats will come and they'll take her on to her next location. It should take about 2 weeks, this whole thing. And you can follow all of it online via GPS tracking. It starts when it begins the final, she begins the final voyage. So, about 1,000 feet long, the SS United States. Pretty cool. They had to get a lot of approvals for this. A lot of procedures are underway for all of this. So, and it looks like it has begun. But yeah, they have a GPS tracker so you can watch the whole process. It's the little things in life, right? Sayonara, SS United States. One of the things that they're saying is that it's going to be really cool for divers because of the interesting shapes on this ship. You can kind of see those smokestacks sticking up, but she's got some interesting old designs that they think will make the reef really cool as it starts to be covered with marine life. This happened. Another daredevil, crazy daredevil situation. As a matter of fact, I've got some video to present to you about this. This is a skydiving feat, you could say, being called a staggering skydiving feat. And I guess, if it's not enough for you to jump out of a plane and just plummet, maybe it just, you want it to keep on going. This skydiver over the Grand Canyon jumps out of a plane and then manages to maneuver back upward, grab hold of the plane, and then get dropped again. There's a video that was published this week by Red Bull, the energy drink company, that showed this skydiver. His name is Max Manau, and he becomes the first person to complete a midair plane hook maneuver, happened just outside the boundaries of the Grand Canyon National Park. So, leaping from a helicopter, skydiving over a gorge along the Colorado River, then latching onto a plane that flies him back up, and then disconnecting again so he can descend for a final free fall into the gorge. The trick is called an endless skydive because theoretically you could just keep doing this over and over again without ever having a need to land. I don't know. They did catch it on video, and we have it on video. Let's take a look at how this all went down.
I'm going to attempt a world first by skydiving into that canyon and attaching myself to that plane.
Okay, Max, 4,500 feet. Spot's looking good. 3,500.
Once I'm attached, the plane will tow me out of the canyon.
Nope. Are you good?
Yeah, he missed. He's below you. Okay, copy. I see one canopy.
Okay, let's reset. We'll try again.
If I didn't have to land and could be towed up by an airplane, this would open up a whole lot of new opportunities.
When Max asked if I could tow him on a plane, I thought he might be a little crazy. Max wanted to attach a hook to the bottom of the airplane.
If I could physically endure the climb out of the canyon and back to a high enough altitude, I could unclip myself and skydive again. In theory, I could repeat this over and over, an endless skydive.
The first time I did this, I was so nervous. I missed the handle twice. I was like, do I really want to do this?
Approaching the
No,
plane was
you
so hard,
don't.
there's so many things to look out for.
The first time I was able to attach to the handle was so difficult. The airflow was very different. It was throwing me around. I had to learn a lot of different ways of flying.
What I can practice here is how I fly with the plane, underneath the plane, how I have the ability to move around without getting unstable. Working on my transitions belly to back, they're going to be pretty important for the project.
All right, well, the
Asymmetric
video is
flying.
really long, so let's skip ahead a little bit.
Yeah, 2 miles. We're about 20 seconds.
Also für uns wäre es am besten, wenn jetzt er da reinkommt.
Yeah, a lot went into the planning of all of this, and let's see it.
3,500.
And it really is beautiful. What a view, right? Until you plunge to your death. Then it's not so pretty.
Go, Max. Go, Max.
That was a pretty wild one. Let's go again.
So close, man. We almost got it.
What an amazing expense they went to get all of this done.
Looking good here.
Crazy.
3,000.
I'm on.
Hooked on. Brake coming up. Pulling up now.
It's fun! It's fun up there!
1,000 feet, pulling up.
That's a crazy perspective from here.
We're gonna get to 2,500 feet now before you have enough altitude to safely open your parachute. Good altitude, we're over the middle of the canyon. Oh, we are climbing. Lots of altitude. You're 2,000 feet above the bottom. Making a right-hand turn, your left. Climbing hard. So you are 2,500 feet against the bottom. Yeah! Woo!
Max is open.
Yeah!
I don't really know what this will bring into the future of the sport, but the idea was to create an endless skydive.
And that is what they did. They created an endless skydive. And I know I probably spent way too much time on that. Fascinating, just crazy. And again, they trained for months and months and months to get this right. And they even had a fail-safe put into the plane so that if the skydiver's parachute opened while he was attached to the aircraft, the plane could just release him. They did this actually last fall, but just managed to, I guess, get the video together and release it recently. That's just crazy. They say hooking onto this plane is difficult enough, but being towed out of a canyon to a height where you're able to skydive again safely is just totally this unknown. So he dove from about Max Manau. He dove from about 2,500 feet in the air after he was let go the second time to make history with this endless skydive maneuver. These people, absolutely amazing. All right, something a little, I don't know, it's interesting. I don't know why you would need it, especially now that we have voice to text, although the mistakes with voice to text are so annoying. But this is a device that allows you to snap your phone into it, and it becomes a portable phone keyboard. So if you're a writer, you like having a real keyboard under your fingertips, maybe you're constantly fat fingering it with text messages or what have you. This is a portable phone keyboard. You're able now to write whenever the inspiration hits you. It's a conceptual portable clamshell keyboard that will transform your smartphone into a laptop. And it is right now compatible with iPhone models and also Samsung Galaxy S series phones. It's called the Amber Keyboard, or KB1, and it was inspired by this need to write anywhere you feel like it, really. The top clamshell, they say, is large enough to support most, if not all, large form factor phones, and they will supply faceplates for the most common devices sized in the box. It's got these metal chunky keys. It allows you to put your device into the slot and then start typing after you connect via Bluetooth. The keycaps have this low profile linear mechanical switch for balance between a clacky feel and then a non intrusive sound. If you're in a shared space, you can't feel or hear the keys in that setting. It's made from soft touch plastic, the shell is, and they say it's compact enough to fit into the side pocket of a bag, and then it can be charged via a USB port. Maybe there's a need for this. I don't know. At one point, I had a keyboard for an iPad that I used to use when I was out in the field reporting. Yeah. The phone holder is MagSafe, so it kind of locks your phone into place on the top. And the hinge, they say, is robust enough to support the weight of the phone. And also, you can adjust the angle of it as well during typing. It's interesting. I don't know if we need these things anymore, but for people who rather would type on a keyboard rather than, you know, slide your finger around the face of your phone, I guess it works. Are you interested in that? I'm going down to the chat to see. Tammy says I like it. All right then. Okay. Phineas says next they'll make a phone that's a watch. That's a phone again. Yes. Yes, they will. Does it auto correct? Who knows? I'm sure they have that technology, but that's a question. Calvin says most people still have a laptop or a tablet with a keyboard. Wes says no need. I'll buy a mini laptop if I need it. I don't need my phone to do that. I mean, I guess for people that only want a phone or maybe, couldn't afford a different device, this turning your phone into a laptop, maybe. I mean, I have a laptop that I'm working on right now, so I can't see that I would need my phone to do this. But I guess if you were a writer and, you really needed that keyboard function, it would work. Yeah, I thought that was interesting. An interesting new product for people. Um, Here's a story sent to me by shadow producer Calvin Wong, and it's about scientists achieving record-breaking solar energy systems. This once only thought possible by combining two major breakthroughs. This is being called an advancement and a milestone in solar technology. So we're getting better at doing these things. There is a new solar system. It's a solar panel system that could increase the total amount of clean energy solar panels can generate. So they've created a new solar panel system that addresses old challenges. They've published a recent study in the journal Nature. And what the team of scientists did is they combined perovskite and organic solar cells, two emerging solar technologies, and formed what they're calling a tandem solar cell to absorb a wide spectrum of light. This perovskite is a class of materials designed to absorb blue and green wavelengths of sunlight and then take that and convert them into electricity. The organic solar cells are a type of photovoltaic known as a PV that uses carbon-based materials to absorb red and infrared light. And when you put them together, in theory, it can convert a bigger portion of the sun's energy into electricity than traditional solar panels or the solar panels that we're used to. The perovskite and the organic solar cells can supposedly be manufactured at low temperatures, which also would reduce the environmental impact of producing solar panels. So scientists say that by merging these two materials, this tandem solar cell generated solar energy with record level of 25.7% efficiency. So it means that a solar panel with the combined perovskite and organic materials, perovskite, I'm being corrected, can generate over a quarter more energy with the same amount of sunlight than a typical solar panel. Perovskite, my bad, I'm sorry. So this done with a physicist from the University of Potsdam and collaborators from the Chinese Academy of Sciences in Beijing. And they say this marks a significant milestone in solar technology, only possible by creating these two major breakthroughs. We'll see how it does. Supposed to reduce air pollution, lower the risk of respiratory and cardiovascular disease in communities where these things are made, bring economic gains as well. So we also would need fewer panels if you're a homeowner with solar panels on your roof. So it would save us all money in putting in the solar panels on electric bills. Yeah, we'll see how it is. I don't know. They're not on the market yet, but they might be. That's all published in the journal Nature. And thank you, Calvin Wong, for the story. Doing something interesting with the virtual reality headsets. The future of Apple Vision Pro may very well be in medicine. And I remember hearing Jefferson Graham talk about, yeah, the Apple Vision Pro is cool, but why would we ever need it? What's the point of it, right? This Apple Vision Pro headset has been on the market for about a year, and it's now showing up in operating rooms and in doctors' offices as well. Costs about $3,500. And now it's being used to help budding doctors practice surgery and to complete training. You don't need a cadaver if you have an ongoing cadaver on your virtual headset. The body alone can cost medical facilities up to $10,000. And this doesn't require a human body. So one of the ways that these headsets are being used is by replacing cadavers. And that's just one example of how they're using these in the medical field. The spatial computing is also being used because it embeds digital objects into a live feed of the real world. So perhaps the technology started for use in games and other things, but now it's being used for training and education and even during real operations on human patients. The operating room, according to one doctor, is a really cluttered place. There's 5 to 6 screens in a room during a case. The screens have to exist between other equipment. There's vital sign monitors, oxygen tanks, all kinds of stuff going on in there. And doctors say the crowded layout can prevent communication, can make checking important vitals. Sometimes, doesn't happen as the way it ought to. They also say the way the screens are positioned, it's not very ergonomic. And so surgeons can have neck and shoulder strain. But by moving the displays into a spatial computing environment, the information exists whenever the surgeons or nurses are looking at a given moment. They have done more than 50 live surgeries at UC San Diego at the Investigational Review Board. They've overseen more than 50 live surgeries in which the primary surgeon wore one of these Apple Vision Pro headsets and used that as virtual monitors. So They say they each have their own Apple monitors that they put in physical space through the room, so they're ergonomically positioned. They can do the operation without all the extra monitors that they normally have. And apparently, the surgeons could eventually wear these devices for procedures as long as 12 hours as well. The Vision Pro live surgery trials are still in the early stages, but it's been showing up at hospitals. They're using it to train nurses on how to use infusion pumps, all kinds of uses in the medical setting. So I guess, from training doctors, cutting into cadavers, to real surgeries, to training nurses on how to use equipment, the Apple headset Vision Pro is becoming a kind of a more of a medical device, it would seem. All right, I want to make sure we have time for Trivia Thursday. I know why you're here. I know what you want, and hopefully it's not as difficult as last week. I have some challenging questions, I think, but also some that maybe, I don't want to say softballs, but a little more common knowledge. So we'll do it. Here it is. Trivia Thursday. It is after party style. And the first question, hold on, let me get my chat set up so I get live. You guys ready? Oh, Phineas with a good question. What if a hacker or AI hacks Vision Pro and kills you? That's a horror movie. You write the script, okay? We'll present it to Tim Sika. He knows who to give it to. All right. Here it is. What particle in an atom has a positive charge? What particle in an atom has a positive charge? Ion, says Sea Dog. Again, the question is, what particle in an atom has a positive charge? You guys, look at you. Phineas says it's a proton. Phineas is right. Sandy with proton. Nullifidian's got it. SJ Lola's got it. Nancy, Heather, John, Donald, Trevor, Mo, Walnut, Gordon, Chris. You guys, good job. Yeah, it's a proton. That's the answer. Come on. Trivia. Don't question trivia. What is the biggest artery in the human body? This is the biggest artery in the human body. Okay, but somebody complained last week, teacher, that it was too hard. So I put some easy ones in, some hard ones in. All right? I'm doing my best, my friend. The answer is the aorta is the answer. And it looks like I have Phineas putting it up first. Aorta, he says. That's correct. Calvin has it. SJ Lola has it. Sea Dog has it. Jennifer L has it. Yeah, Nancy, you got it. Chris from Menlo. Heather has it as well. Well done. Hold on. The Peanut Gallery has entered the office. Yes, David.
It's the aorta.
Thank you. You just came to say that in person?
I had one operated.
Okay, thank you. It is the aorta.
This way I can be first.
Oh, he's trying to be first. I'm sorry, you have to close the door. No, that is not part of trivia. That is not allowed. Type like everybody else. Seriously, can't come in and try to be first because you're in person. That's a new rule. No in-person answers. Come on. Okay, next question. Hg is the chemical symbol of which element? Hg is the chemical symbol for which element? Right, Sean? Come on. David is disqualified. That's awesome. Yeah, he needed to come in 15 seconds ago. Come on. I mean, Jennifer was already moving on to the next question at that point. Really? Yes, Heather has it. It is mercury. That is the correct trivia answer. Hg is the chemical symbol for mercury. And so Heather has it. And Chris has it. And John has it. And Phineas. And Nancy. And Jen. I'll take the answer, although some people think you should be disqualified for your in-person antics. BW has Mercury. Well done, Sandy. Teacher Lori, right on. Yeah. Okay, next question. This is which email service is owned by Microsoft? Which email service is owned by Microsoft? Yellow card him. Yes, it is Hotmail. Hotmail is the right answer. And first to the punch with Viewfinder says Hotmail. John says it, and Trevor says it, and Walnut says it. Donald has it. Chris. Hotmail is the answer we're looking for. Yep. Tammy has it as well. Yeah, it's Hotmail. Okay. The next question. How long is an eon in geology? How long? Were you in first? I'm sorry, Phineas. Sometimes it pops up on my screen differently. I wonder the same thing. I'm like, Hotmail? Really? How long is an eon in geology? 1,000 years? No. But I appreciate the guess. 100,000 years? The answer is 1 billion years. An eon in geological terms is 1 billion years. BW Rock, rocking with it. Nullifidian has it as well. Jennifer L has it. 1 billion years, says Heather, and Heather's right. Is Heather ever not right? I mean, that's the question. Yeah, well done. 1 billion is good, but John Watson, I'll give it to you. You said billion. I'm on it. Okay, next question. Which planet has the most gravity? Which planet? Yeah, Uncle Jim, always. Just refer him to me and I'll let him know. Which planet has the most gravity? How long is an Elon? Jupiter is correct. Chris from Menlo Park. Although I see the first one on my screen is Viewfinders. Well done. Viewfinders says Jupiter. That is correct. Nullifidian, you got it. Chris from Menlo, Gordon, Jennifer, Calvin, Heather, BW. You guys are all over it. Jupiter 2. Is there more than one? Jupiter, Tammy, and Santee. Nice. The most gravity. Okay, next question. The covalent bonds that hold amino acids together are called what? The covalent bonds which hold amino acids together are called what? Oh, I'm sorry. I missed it. Your nerdy joke went right over my head. I need to be more nerdy. BW Rock knows they're peptide bonds. You got it. Yeah, they are indeed peptide bonds. BW Rock is on it. Wow, are you the only one? I think you are. Way to go. Yeah, they're peptide bonds. Thank you. Okay, the next question. A leech survives by feeding off of the blood of other larger beings. What is this type of behavior known as? A leech survives by feeding off of the blood of other larger beings. What is this type of behavior known as? I'm seeing the answers. You got it. Parasitic is right, BW Rock. SJ Lola says parasitic. Yeah, it's technically the answer is parasitism. I'll take parasitic. Chris has it as well. Vampire, good answer. Sucking, also a good answer. Parasitic is the one that I'll take. That is John getting it. Also John Slade and Watson both. Who else? Jennifer, yes. Phineas, parasitism, yes. Heather, that's right. Viewfinders, if you said parasitic, I will accept. What is a gizzard? Don't look it up. What is a gizzard? I don't think I would have known the answer to this, actually. I need to go back to freshman biology. What is a gizzard? It is an organ. I love your answers. Sometimes the wackiest answers are the best ones. It is an organ, but I need a little more than that. A digestion organ of a bird. Yeah, that's really good. That's good. I'll take that one. An organ for grinding food, even better. Yes. Grinding, digesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah. A digestive organ in birds and lizards. Oh, lizards have them too? Cool. Here's the answer that I'm given. A muscular digestive organ, often containing small stones to help grind food. Yeah. Mm-hmm. SJ Lola, it grinds foods for birds as they have no teeth. Yes, it grinds seeds. You guys are so good. I would not have known this. Yeah. Sandy says that's a part of a chicken that some people fry up and eat. John, an organ that grinds up food and birds. Yes, a food grinder. You guys are smarty petardies. Okay. Last question for trivia of the day. What is the study of knowledge called? What is the study of knowledge called? I might have to put this on a banner so you can see how it's spelled. Maybe you all already know how it's spelled. I don't know. The study of knowledge. What is it called? No idea. Phenomenology. Phenomenology? No. Know-it-allism. Theology. Learnology. Pedagogy. Pedagoglogy. Knowledgeology. I like the how that sounds, not the answer. Know-it-allism is again good. Chris from Menlo Park has it. Yes, it is. Let's see if I can pronounce it right. Epistemology. Epistemology. There's an S in there. Here's how it's spelled. Epistemology. That is the study of knowledge. That's a good one, right? I didn't know that. I'll take it. I like the learning ones. So I'm going with Chris from Menlo Park. I think he might have been the first one to have it. Epistemology. I love it. And that is Trivia Thursday after party style. I love it. Thank you for playing. Smartism. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. I think you're pretty knowledgeable, Nancy. You tend to get most of these right. I've noticed. Well done, Christopher Menlo Park. I love it. That is Trivia Thursday after party style. It seems like we blew through those questions. Sandy says, that's it. No more trivia. All right, Sandy. I'll give you more questions. You're right. I agree with you. I think it seems like I blew through those questions really, really fast. Okay, I'll give you a couple more. What is the scientific term for a cold-blooded animal? Scientific term for a cold-blooded animal. Yeah, it did seem a little short. She's right. Okay, I'm going to go back to the chat. See what you guys think. My ex-husband. Nice. I like it. Trump for sure. Beautiful. David gets it. I don't know if you were the first one to get it. I think you might be. Although you have been disqualified for your in-person antics. The answer is poikilotherm. I spelled it correctly. A poikilotherm. That is the answer. And poikilotherms, like reptiles, are not actually cold. Their body temperature varies. It's regulated by the environment and their behavior. Perhaps more common is the term ectotherm, referring to the fact that animals must rely on external heat. But the scientific term for a quote cold-blooded animal is poikilotherm. So well done. And going back to see, I'll take that banner off. Going back to see if anyone else had it besides he that has been disqualified. I don't see it. So David had it. Poikilotherm. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll through to see who else had it. I think the Trump answers are my favorite ones. Okay. All right. Next question. In many invertebrates, especially flatworms, ovaries and testes occur in the same animal. What is such an animal called? When the ovaries and the testes occur in the same animal, what is that called? No, he doesn't have access to the answers. He just has access to me, but he can't see my super secret trivia document that I put in the briefcase and lock up. The answer is, don't copy Heather's paper. The answer is, again, yes, it's a hermaphrodite. Heather has it as well. Sandy has it. John has it. I'll take that. Hermaphrodism. Yes, SJ Lola. BW has it. And Tammy has it. Spencer loves trivia. Love it's non-binary. Hermaphrodite, says Karen. It is correct. Who else? Yeah. Karen, Trevor Starr in Hollywood, you're not taking this seriously. It's okay. We take everyone, whether you take it seriously or not. You're allowed. You can do it. What animals are gutless? What answers are gutless? What animals are gutless? Nice. Yes, SJ Lola. Are they? I don't think they are. I think that's a good answer, though. I'm going with sea dog. Worms. Correct. Worms are gutless. And here is the reason why. Tapeworms specifically are gutless because the tapeworm lives inside of the gut of a host, and it has evolved to absorb the nutrients directly from outside of its body, not inside. Tapeworms are gutless. So there you go. What animal lacks a bony spine? What animal lacks a bony spine? And this is a multiple choice answer that I have for you. A lamprey, a frog, a salamander. Which of the following vertebrates lack a bony spine? A lamprey, a frog, or a salamander? Congress people lack a bony spine. Well done, Rev. Frog, says Gordon. A salamander, says SJ. Democrat, says Santi. Murphy's right. It's a lamprey. I think that was the first one. Lamprey is the correct answer on this. And Murphy has it. And John Slade has it. Teacher Lori got it right. Tammy has it. Nullifidian has it. David also has it. Mitch McConnell, I will accept. Way to go. All right. I think I can do one more. Should we do one more? Let's do it. Lobsters, crabs, and shrimp all belong to what group of animals? Chordata, Ichthyota, Arthropod. chordata, ichthyota, arthropod. Lobsters, crab, and shrimp. What do they belong to? Let's go to the chat and see what you think. Ooh, you guys are doing really well. The answer is yes. They belong to arthropods. Insects also belong to this group, making it the largest among all animal phyla. Arthropod is the correct answer. And I think I skipped some. David had it. I see crustacean. David had arthropod. Nullifidian had arthropod. David majored in biology, so I would be bummed if he didn't get that right. John Slade has arthropod, and Sandy had it, and Heather had it. I saw Sea Dog had it. Deidre has it. Jennifer L has it. Chris and Memlo has it. Gordon. Viewfinders. Teacher. Nice. Okay. Sea Dog liking the questions. Okay, good. Because I was accused of having them be too hard last time. All right, here's the last question, all right? The energy used by most living beings on the earth to feed, to move, and to reproduce all comes from what original source? The energy used by most living beings on earth to feed, to move, and to reproduce all comes from what original source? It is a question that has it's a multiple choice question. So I'll give you the options. Does the energy come from the soil, the sun, the water? The soil, the sun, or the water? This is used by most living beings to feed, to move, to reproduce. Yeah, you guys got it. It is the sun, says Chris, and Chris is right. Rev has it. John has it. Sandy, Wes. I'll take solar nullifidian. Absolutely. You guys got it. Sugar. I would take that answer. That's what I use to move around. Teacher says the sun. Teacher's right. The sun. Yes. Nancy has it. That was SJ Lola that had it. David is in there. Yeah. SJ. Absolutely. It is the sun, says Heather and Jennifer. Good job. Yay, everybody. You kicked ass at Trivia Thursday today. I am proud of all of you because honestly, I probably would not have gotten most of those questions right. But y'all did. I'm so proud. And that is Trivia Thursday, after party style. A programming note. Tomorrow, our friend Tim Sika is not able to join us. He is going to be at the ultra fancy Critics' Choice Award in Hollywood, which has been scheduled several times because of the fires in Southern California. But he did leave me a classic movie recommendation, which I will share with you tomorrow. So he will not be here tomorrow, but we're still going to have fun, do a lot of stories. Please be here. Please, though, before that comes, please be here tonight because the Nikki Maduro show is so much fun. Politics, some cocktails, some mocktails, and a lot of fun. So that's tonight at 5 p.m. here on YouTube, The Nikki Maduro Show. Medoro is how you spell her last name. But please join us. I would love to have you along for the ride. That show is so much fun, and I'm so glad that it lives. And then tomorrow, of course, Friday on the Mark Thompson Show, we've got Michael Schur, we've got Friday Fabulous Florida, we've got Michael Snyder in the house as well, so that'll be fun. And I will see you tomorrow on YouTube. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thank you for being here. Please click like, please leave a comment. Want to say thank you to Luis with a $5 super sticker. And I hope you've enjoyed your virtual Kimikaze. Spencer throwing down $50 to the after party live. Goes a long way to keeping us going. Spencer, thank you very, very much for that. Spencer also with another $20 super sticker. Wow. That's very generous, and I very much appreciate it. Thank you, Spencer. Really, really nice. Thank you to Wes for the $5 contribution via PayPal, as well as Mary Zane. I saw that come through. So thank you for keeping this show going. I so appreciate it. It's needed, and I just feel like it's a way for you guys to say, yes, we like what you're doing. Keep doing it. So thank you. And please click the like button. And if you haven't subscribed, please do that as well. And I will see you guys 5 o'clock tonight here on YouTube. All right. For now. Bye-bye.
The After Party Live would like to thank the following contributors and viewers like you.
Makes me happy, makes me feel fun. Tiny bubbles, makes me warm all over, with a feeling that I'm gonna love you till the end of time. Oh, here's to the golden moon, and here's to the silver sea, but mostly here's a toast to you and me. Tiny bubbles. Tiny bubbles, makes me warm all over, with the feeling that I'm gonna love till the end of time.
Yeah, we're back at 5 p.m. The Nikki Maduro Show. Yeah, 5 o'clock. Did I say it wrong? 5 p.m. Sorry if I misspoke. 5 p.m. tonight here at Nikki Maduro Show. The Nikki Maduro Show. I'll see you. I'll see you at 5. fast, Jay, but your picture from Hawaii was awesome. I don't think it's I'm sampling electronic music today. I don't know, we're shaking it up, Sandy. Shaking it up. Thanks, Calvin.